Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, August 22nd. Looking at window traders, market profile of the ES and NQ. So before I forget, I'm leaving early tomorrow. So there unfortunately will not be a recap, a video tomorrow night. Maybe I'll go over all the charts quickly tonight. Won't be a recap though tomorrow. Won't be any chart, any video. The Bulls finally gave something up today, right? We gapped higher, failed to hold the gap. We got both overnights for the third day in a row. And we went trend down, actually a triple distribution day in ES and in NQ. And we put the market finally into a 4-day balance on the daily. Now, the disappointing part for the Bulls and ES never got to that gap. That's their last big hurdle before getting to the all-time high. In NQ's case, we were using the 23rd high, if I could find it, here it is, as my balance high in the weekly. Look how close we got to it, right? So in ES's case, the gap looked like it scared off the Bulls, and in NQ's case, the balance high in the weekly did. So now it remains to be seen, how do we come out of the daily balance, right? It's a 4-day balance this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday's low is the balance low. Today's high is the balance high. Same with NQ. Okay? Monday's low, today's high. If we come out of it to the downside, then the danger, especially in NQ's case, is did we just test the balance high on the weekly, and are we going to go test the balance low? That balance low is pretty far away, right? Remember, we came off that Monday gap lower back on August 5th to start this back up and put it back to balance and go test the balance high. So definitely something to keep an eye on. If we come out of balance on the daily to the upside, well, then obviously ES is going to take this gap and get the all-time high. If we come out of balance to the upside in NQ, we're going to firmly be up on the weekly and start working our way up to all these reference points and destinations. So it all remains to be seen. As far as an intraday today, very good day today. Once that gap filled, another very important nuance, B could not get to the opening, failed, rolled over. I mean, all little things like that are important things that we look for throughout the trading day. Righty, before I get to my trades, righty is still up on the daily. Remember, they came up yesterday. They actually filled that gap from that Thursday. Finally, today, they have a nice B shape. They end 10 wide with an afternoon rally high in G. They also went out with a price probe. We all did. The only one I'm using, ES didn't get too far away. I will use NQ's L low. So righty is still up on the daily, believe it or not. Okay? We're balanced. So early on today, I actually shorted the overnight high in ES because we were opening right near it. It got it right away. It came in. I took it off. I made 2 ticks on it, not 2 points. I made half a point on it because once they get it, the reason for that trade is over. So I took it off. I missed getting the overnight high in NQ. Just missed it. One of my, once we opened, came back in, and then it went and got it. I didn't get it. But what I did do twice is long NQ, once against the gap fill, which paid, and once against the 144 simple moving average. After that, the short game was on, right? I shorted NQ and B period to take out A's low, right? One of my favorite trades. And then the ebb and flow because we were getting good tempo. I shorted C on the turnover because the algos were firing, and also shorted it to get the IB low. I did not get the, wait, I'm trying to think. I didn't write it down if I did. I don't think I did. I did not get the short, though, to get the overnight low, though. They got both overnights also. So did Righty. D period. Shorted one time framing down and the single prints we had. E period. Same thing. Actually shorted the turnover. It was getting some pretty good tempo. So as soon as D ended, shorted right before E opened, boom, down she went. So B, C, D, E was very, very nice shorts. I did take a long in F, believe it or not, to fill the one set of single prints in E and to stop the one-time framing. It just looked like the market had tied out. We didn't take out E's low, so I had two longs there for a couple of points, 5 points on one, I think, 8 on another. So that was nice. Now, I was looking to short G's high, but I thought we were going to fill D singles and get to C's low. We didn't in ES or in NQ. So that kind of screwed me up and missed an afternoon rally high short. So that's your afternoon rally high. What it is the upper end of the middle distribution for both of us. That's what it is. I'm sorry. It's the upper end of the lower distribution. We have 3 distributions. After that, I went back to short. I period, shorting it. Ebb and flows. J period, shorting it against singles that we had. K period versus singles. And then we finally filled those. And then in L period, jumped on a short to make a new low. So very, very good day P&L wise, as the market was very accommodating. I'm not going to go over the destination since I put them in different increments. What I do want to show you, because a lot of people ask me, what do I mean by distributions? So when I say we're a triple distribution, we're going to treat today as 3 separate days. And that's because we're separated by single prints, not necessarily just because it's single prints, but the width between them. So our upper distribution is just A's low to A's high. So it's part of A, B, and all of A. So that's one day. Your middle distribution, now that you're separated by 3 time frames, is D's high to C's low. Now I'm in bigger increments, so it looks like they're filled. So that's your middle distribution. And then your third distribution is G's high to the day's low. Now, if we did not fill these single prints in I, which we had, we did. But if we didn't, you would have had a fourth distribution. So tomorrow, right, bears want to stay at least in the lowest distribution, if not make lower lows. And try to take out Monday's low to come out of balance to the downside, right? The bulls would like to stay, obviously, above Monday's low and start eating away at this trend day. Now, again, you have Powell. Tomorrow's the second day of Jackson Hole, and you have Powell speaking at 10. So, regardless of where we open tomorrow, I'm sure at 10 o'clock he has prepared remarks, and then he starts talking. So that's going to give us maybe a good, decent indication. Do we stay in balance, or do we attempt to come out of balance to the upside or the downside? Really good ranges today, right? Our ranges were excellent today. Our range was over $8 in ES. It was over $11 in NQ. So no complaints there. The volume, not great. We'll go over that now. So let's go to, I know this is longer already, but I'm going to go over the charts real quickly. So let's start with the monthly in ES. It's balanced. Remember how impressive this monthly bar looked? It still does, but you notice we've come off a bit. You figured that was going to happen. We'll see how we do over the last 6 trading days, right? We still have a possibility of an outside month up if we're able to take out last month's high in the next 6 days. Weekly is up in ES. Not the greatest looking candle right now, but it's up. And the daily is balanced. 4-day balance. Oh, one other thing I didn't mention. It's an outside day down for ES and NQ. What does that mean? It means we took out yesterday's high and took out yesterday's low and closed below yesterday's low. Yes, it's bearish. We'll see if there's any follow through tomorrow. So it's a 4-day balance with an outside day down. Let's go quickly to triple Qs. Here's your daily. Same thing. 4-day balance, outside day down. Weekly. I'm going the opposite way now. Now, the reason I'm calling it... Look, I never said we came up. I was using this weekly high as my balance high. So for me, it's still a 4-week balance. What does that mean? Well, for me, it means if we don't go and take out this balance high, you might eventually roll over and test last week's low and then see about the following week's low. All remains to be seen. And on the monthly, it's going to look like ES. Balance and a very healthy candle for now. IWM, top down, balance on the monthly, right? Weekly is up. One-time framing up. They finally took back that daily gap. One-time framing up 2 weeks. And the daily, balance. 4-day balance. But they didn't have an outside day down. So anyway, thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we will speak prior to the opening tomorrow.